Let's stay with our top story, that broken ceasefire in Nagorno-Karabakh. Sevil Mikayilova is a member of the Azerbaijani parliament. She joins me now from Baku. Thank you so much for your time. Now, this ceasefire seems to have lasted just 5 minutes, considering the other two that were brokered just 2 weeks ago. They also failed just shortly after coming into effect. It does seem that this was something that was expected to happen, and now we're getting reports that Armenia is accusing Azerbaijan of violating the ceasefire. What's your response?
I think before accusing any other side of violation of this ceasefire, Armenia should understand, realize its responsibility as well. After 5 minutes, after 5 minutes of achieving the next third in turn ceasefire, Armenia started shelling Azerbaijani civilians. These are the regions which are too far from the battlefield. The same scenario. So let me remind you that before, on the 10th of October, we achieved the first ceasefire with Armenia, but it also lasted 2 or 3 minutes, and that's all. And the second ceasefire also achieved through the efforts of mediators also has nothing, no result, and Armenia again brutally violated the ceasefire, and the Ganja terror happened on the eyes of the world. And now the third ceasefire achieved through the mediation of the United States. And this is the result. Now the Armenian armed forces are shelling, bombing the Azerbaijani civilians in the nearby regions. They are shelling Aghdam, Goranboy, other regions which are, as I said, and I will repeat once more, that they are too far from the battlefield. So Azerbaijani leadership, senior Azerbaijani official Hikmet Tajiyev has already made a statement saying that all responsibility for this armistice breach lays on the Armenian government. Let them taken responsible for this ceasefire breach, because Azerbaijan is ready for peace. We have repeatedly stated that, but peace with this Armenian government is out of question, and the result is on the eyes.
Sevil, I want to focus a bit on the civilians. You talk about regions that are far from the battlefield. We all know what happened in Ganja just 2 weeks ago. So many civilians dying there. They really right now seem to be paying the price for this decades-old conflict. Many have fled their homes. Some of those who are still there have taken shelter in underground bunkers. How are people coping on the ground?
The matter is that if you see now the civilians are the most affected people in this situation, because this ceasefire was achieved because on the humanitarian purposes, as you say. So if Armenia doesn't and is unwilling to follow this armistice even achieved through humanitarian purposes. So what to expect from this government? The people now are living in a very situation in Azerbaijan as well. They are under horror. There are, the civilians, they are under threat because each moment they can face with murder, they can face with Armenian bullets, and that's, I think, a very terrible thing. And what I want to say, this will continue, so we can discuss it by hours, but it will continue. I think before achieving armistice truce, the mediators should and must make the sides, Armenia in this case, to follow the international law. Armenia must abide the international law. Otherwise, any armistice breach, any discussion, any efforts to bring peace to the region will be a failure. So this is a fact.
Okay, Sevil Mikayilova, she's a member of Azerbaijan's parliament. Thank you so much for your time.